Strikes. Now, my friend and colleague beside me here, Rosie Wright, did the right thing. I would have thought the wrong thing. Yesterday she got on a train from Devon. Tell us about your experience.
It was a total nightmare. So I got on at Totnes to come back to London Paddington, not far from here. And the journey took just shy of an hour longer than it should have done.
Which was how long?
So then it was 3 hours, 45 minutes, about that. Loads of the stops we were supposed to visit, we then had to abandon. So passengers were very stressed.
And you were sitting on your bottom in a corridor?
Sitting on the floor, and then at Reading, the train sort of... lots of people got off and you could then sit down, but that's sort of 20 minutes left of your journey. And that's because of the overhang of the strikes on Saturday. I was travelling on Sunday. So it wasn't even a day of strike action, and you think, my goodness, this is torturous, this journey. I don't want to get the train. I'm not going to do this weekend trip next time. And, you know, we've got questions about Mick Lynch in the papers today, Nigel, in the Times. It currently seems to be not at an end, these rail strikes.
No, absolutely. And they will carry on. I think that personally, I think they've got every right to withdraw their labour in pursuit of a wage claim. But there is no end in sight. It doesn't seem they're getting any closer to a settlement. I mean, the attack today from Grant Shapps, the Transport Secretary, on both Mick Lynch, the RMT leader, and Mick Whelan, the ASLEF leader, who causes the other load of strikes that have been disrupting us. Mick Lynch was talking about corrupt politicians in Ukraine and playing with Nazi imagery, while Mick Whelan was comparing Britain to 1930s Germany, Spain and Italy, where strikes were being banned. And Grant Shapps has sort of leapt in and said, hang on a sec, we don't want all this Kremlin propaganda going on. I think that, I rarely agree with Grant Shapps. I think that probably both Micks ought to stick to labour disputes and perhaps not get into international politics. That's what they're there for.
How do you see these rail strikes resolving?
I think there's going to be a settlement. And where we are at the moment, because of inflation going to 13%, I think that generally both in the public and the private sector, really we should be thinking about splitting the difference. So pay settlement should be in the region of 5%, 6%, maybe 7%. That would be, there would still be a real terms reduction in wages, but if you like, the employers and the employees both bear some of the pain for inflation.